4K. Maybe? It's too soon to tell. Let's click that button. Okay. Whew, welcome. Let's click here, let's click here, let's click back here, let's click that, and then that should be good. Alright. Okay. Ooh. It's got a little lightheaded after worrying about how this is gonna work out. As I started thinking of like, wait a minute, we have so much more to do. It's like, uh-oh. How are we gonna do it all? Okay, but this should be for here right now, and almost one more. Boop, it's green. Welcome. I almost forgot that I was on camera. Okay, hi. Oh yeah, I can do this now. Hello, welcome. Hi guys. I have a long arm. Welcome. Hello. How you doing? Alright, how we doing? Hi Cookie. Hi Sprinkles. Oh, good to see you. Oh yeah, she can wave now. Wow. Oh boy. Yeah, just wait till toaster time when I can do more expressions and do things way cooler. So stick around, won't you? It's yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Have you ever been around? I've actually been using this for like a couple months. I actually made this. This is using a character animator. That's under my throat. Okay. Hi. I'm using character animator, which is made by Adobe, and yeah, it's able to track my face, so it's like a webcam that's able to look at what I'm doing, and then I can add extra keyboard shortcuts to be able to do like the expressions like this. So yeah. I like the cute angry face. It's just like yeah, haha. I feel like it's more like determined or whatever I'm thinking about is more important, but also I can do multiple at the same time. So let's not do that. Yeah. Yeah, these extra buttons, the wave is an extra button. I don't have to do that with my webcam face. And the eyebrows are keyboard shortcuts. I could kind of figure out how to do it in my face, but I don't think it'd be too reliable. So it's much easier to just click a button and then it appears. So yeah, thanks. We gotta get going on this though. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see where we are here, and then we can do some more things out. So I think we got like the first main good base going. I think everything's kind of set in a relative place, so I don't think there's much more to like exactly like. We don't need to add another character. All the characters in place, they all kind of animate throughout the whole thing. So I feel like we're in a good place at it, just like to fine tune and dive into each subsection to fix each thing. But I think one of the biggest things is probably going to be to figure out, decide whether or not we want the characters to also have costumes. So yeah. I would like to decide sooner than rather than later so I can actually start working on it, whether or not. Because we have some ideas for Rainbow Dash to have a costume on. Where she's like some kind of prank, kind of whatever would fit with her personality and what she's doing. So, I think we had like devil horns, like some kind of a hat, and shadow bolts kind of ideas. The problem with some of the shadow bolt stuff is that I had to manually figure out a whole bunch of things and trying to mask things out, and it's just way more complicated than just add a hat on. So I don't think I finalized anything. So if you guys, oh jeez, if you have any more ideas, this will be the last chance for this, because I don't think there's much more to fix than what we see here. So this will probably be the last time for that. We did have ideas for them, but I don't think we like chose one specific one yet. So I do like, I don't know. It's tricky because it's like, yeah, we could do a shadow bolt and whatever, but like the costume would need to be much more than just if you look at it, it's like way more complex to like figure it out and say like, oh well, this needs to be one color and this half of it needs to be one color. So as you animate, it's like, let me go back in and double check to see, like, I can't just do all blue change to dark purple. It's like half of it is wrong, so it goes back and forth. So yeah, just give it a down horns. I think would probably be the easiest. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that because I think that was definitely one of the options. So I think I can roll with that. Let's find head. Find out where that could lie. We have the eyes as one big bip. We have the nose. Let's see. Where would I want it? Here's hair. Looks nice and labeled. That's how you do it, kids. It's got hair top. What we could do, yeah, is that we could just put it. That's the cutter. That's the drawing. Because it's only one. It's got two pictures probably because I duplicated it somewhere. So I have to be careful where I do that. Then it shouldn't change throughout the whole thing. Yeah, looking at the timeline here, it doesn't change. This changes, but that's her mouth, which doesn't actually change. That's fun. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. Oh boy, how we doing? Maybe give her school face paint. Let's see, I can zoom in on the chat so I can see you guys maybe. Oh boy. Hi Dustin. Yeah. Derpy dang. Oh man, you guys, how long have you been away from here? I've had this for like 2 months, or maybe like at least a month so far. I kind of explained it at the beginning, so in the interest of time, I'm not gonna repeat it. But yeah, it's like a VTube kind of a thing. That is tracking my face, so every time I blink should be my real blink. So you're not missing me too much. It's just me blinking. So yeah, let's see. Skull face paint. There's not much skull to paint. What else? We're trying to decide on like a costume for Rainbow Dash. Like what would she wear? We were thinking of like a devil horns because like some kind of hat would be easier than trying to do a full kind of painting thing. Or like recoloring it. I don't know. What was your idea for the skull face paint, or anyone else want to elaborate on that as well? I don't know. Like a Day of the Dead sort of thing. Because Midnight Mares had something like that, so I have to be careful that I might accidentally do something similar to that in a way. So, good juice. It just seems simple. Okay, I think the hat's also simple. I'll just go with that, and then if we decide, actually I could just do it on a different layer. Let's see. Yeah, I have an overlay layer. So what I could do is just literally on top of here, I can just probably just draw on top and say, yeah, okay. Let's go. Let's get which one will work? Which one's the this? This one's to hear this. Okay. And that has all of those. Cool. Okay. Let's see. With the face paint, and you can give her a black bodysuit or something? I don't know. Yeah. Again, that seems more complicated. Not to say like it's impossible, but it's like that's interest of time at this point. I just want to get something, you know, on here. So I'm just gonna draw this as a base and then say, wow, what a base. Is it just like a triangle that just kind of happens to be pointy? Is that it? And then that, is that it? Because that would just be it. And then we just kind of maybe just rotate it. Just maybe like fit. Maybe we can fit between here and like more resting on top. Yeah. So I could just do this maybe as I reconfigure what I want. This might work better, and I could just make these here just bigger, taller, and faster, whatever. Because that can work. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Maybe go for something. The hero's sanctuary maniac. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe give like Twilight that. Because I feel like I'm set to like just do this with Rainbow Dash. That'd be good for maybe Twilight. What did Twilight have? What was her power? Was it just like friendship, magic, whatever? Actually, I'm gonna cut this because it's gonna overlap. So I might have to just put on the underlay and then just move it up, and then on the overlay, get that black. Actually, just color this for this, and then say line. Bop bop. And say let's make it 15 just to be a little larger. Let's see. Because you'll have to also do Twilight as well, so so I'm just trying to go with. We have an idea for Rainbow Dash at least, so I'm just gonna go with that. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. And you can see just how simple this already is. You just kind of bop 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 bop, and you can say good enough as I'm feeling a little bit more confident in my Toon Boom vectoring skills, as you can see. So hopefully it won't jinx me, but it's like it feels pretty good. Let's get these kind of like things in there. Okay. Rainbow Dash clone. Let's add a new color, and this will be sort of this color, but maybe let's see, darker, redder. So around there's underline layer. Get rid of all of that. Overlay layer. Select all of that, and then we just move it down. And just kind of get the point. So there we go. It's slightly awkward, but maybe we can just change it as we go. Yeah, it's got some wiggle to it, so that's why we kind of paired it inside of the hair. So that's how. If you had to do that frame by frame, that would have been a real heckin' thing to do. So, thankfully, this isn't like a strictly Toon Boom thing, because Flash can also, you know, if you just add a drawing on top of it, then obviously it'll be parented to everything that you draw. So, yeah. But if you had to draw this either traditionally or super traditionally, then it'll be really more work. You have to like make sure that every single frame is properly connected and parented in a way. Yeah. Yep, this is Toon Boom. This is the highest, most premium, most updated version. So it's Toon Boom Harmony 20. I don't know which one it is. Okay, it's Harmony 20 Premium. Yeah. So that cost a good $1. It's I just bought it outright, so you can look on the store page to see like just how much premium permanent license is. So yeah. Alrighty, that's done. We can put a cape on it. I don't know. Fluttershy doesn't need a costume, gets asked a joke. Is because she happens to be wearing a costume anyway, so let's move on to Twilight. Let's see. Okay. Do you want to do a maniac thing, or should we do something else? Because I was thinking for my thing, for my 2 cents, so I was gonna do a Dexter's lab, kind of like she'd be a scientist. Like Dexter, just put the goggles on and maybe a lab coat on. So. That's as far as I got, so if you have any better suggestions for that, that'd been great. Go ahead and do that now as we can figure everything else here. Let me figure out what's gonna go on. Okay. For After Effects, I don't usually animate with After Effects, so I can't really say one-to-one exactly. Unless After Effects has a super complex node system that you can create. But I feel like After Effects is more, at least on par with Animate, in a sense. If you just know what you're doing, then obviously you can do really, really crazy things, but same with Toon Boom. And again, it's not like because I'm using Toon Boom, I'm able to do, I'm a better artist, or this gives me, you know, I become Da Vinci in a way that I can just draw way better in Toon Boom. There's better drawing tools in it, but it doesn't make me a better artist. So let's be strict with how we describe things there. Yeah, so sorry I can't exactly explain, but to Flash, I definitely have way more experience with that. To say, like, to Flash, this is... it's apples to golden apples. I mean, it's the same sort of thing, but it's, like, way better. Hi, horse. How you doing, Telltale Derby? What do you think? Let's have a vote. Would you rather see a Dexter costume for Twilight, or would you rather see the Maniac superhero costume for Twilight? And then we can work on one of those. Because that'll help solve down our what we're gonna do. Can't have a thing. You prefer it's Dexter? Anyone else? If anyone wants to second it or debate, then we can do another. I don't know what to do. They're not allowed to choose. Yes, I like this, but don't like this superhero episode. Aw, man. What does she look like? Let me just find a picture. Superhero Twilight Sparkle Balloon. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. This'll be... Try not to get the rest of the Google images there. Yeah, it's gonna be a little complex. So what do we got here? It's... Yeah. It's a full-on costume, so that's gonna be a little bit more complex. Thank you for your suggestion. I'm just trying to get things done as efficiently as possible. This would require a whole redo. So, yeah. I'm just trying to get it done today, so... Unfortunate, yeah. It just was like an original plan, or like we designed it to be for that, then yeah, that would have been a little bit easier. Then that would have been more ingrained in the story from the get-go, if that makes sense. Hi, Brown Jack. How you doing? Anyone else I missed? Hi, Two-Tail and Sparkle. How we doing? Okay, what I want to do. Let's get rid of the background there so I can just focus on Tweely. Well, now I need a reference for Dexter. Dexter's left. Let's see. Aha. You know there's already a picture. Haha. Okay. Okay. So it's more... yeah, okay. I just saw one picture where Dexter's glasses was like a half oval, and it's like, well, how am I gonna do that? But then it's also like can be a circle, so that'd be easier. Okay. I just get a turn eyebrow, or eye color sclera is like maybe blue. Or we could do like a half opacity. Okay. So I have to figure out what's on top. Who's on top? Okay. Looks like this, which is an eyeball. Eyeball thing's on top, so I can probably just, I don't know, just add a new Twilight Sparkle goggles, because that'd be easier than trying to finagle it inside of all of that. Just put it on top. There you go. Hopefully this should work. And to make it sure that it stays, we want to put it inside of... Go down. Put it in. Boop. So that's the... I was going to say Master Emerald. It's the Master Peg. So now it'll be parented. Okay, cool. Okay, boop. Color. Let's find Twilight Sparkle's clone. Okay. And let's find red. Okay. Circle mode. Hello. Wish I did. That'd be pretty swick. Okay. They're just circles that have big rims. Okay. Well, and then we can figure this out. So probably want to layer it underneath her nose, but that'd be just as easy. if you want to do that. Okay, and then duplicate. How close are they together? That's good. Go back and forth. They're together and you're more uptight. If I can select it, please give me select. That be there. Okay, and then I saw that there was just a that. So that'll be that. Make this super thick rimmed and have a blue color in the middle. And that should be good. Okay. Okay. I actually do have what I thought looked like a KS Emerald. I live in Seattle, so we're Seattle adjacent, but it's just easier to say. We have a bunch of science centers, science museums, and stuff like that because we're close to Microsoft and they probably built it or whatever. But in one of their gift shops, it was like felt like a little bit unrelated, but it was like a bunch of jewels looking, you know, probably fake stones and stuff because obviously it's a gift shop. So, but one of them was like looked like a real chaos emerald and it was actually like emerald color, and I was like, I want this, mama. Please purchase this. I just felt so cool. It was like, oh man, it's a real chaos emerald. Yeah, so I have it in my bedroom, so I always look at it. It's great. Yeah. I'm gonna put this underneath because that'll be easier to deal with. So obviously trying to deal with two things at once is tricky. So yeah, I am in possession of a chaos emerald. And it's a real emerald, so I feel really cool that I have an emerald. Yeah. Let's bunch you up. Let's sidle you over. Love keyboards. Okay. Okay. So deleted my sketch. Haha. Now she got glasses. Okay. Cool. Okay. Exactly. I'm gonna add a new color. And we gotta call this goggle blue. So what color is it? It is about this color. It's around there. Probably make it a little bit darker and just have it be like half opacity. Does that not work? Because wrong layer. There you go. Ah, there you go. Perfect. Kind of decide about how much we want it and what color. Yeah, that works. Perfect. All right. Worked better than I thought. Awesome. Okay. How are we doing? Let's go back to you guys. Move to chat. Okay. What I would like is to actually move the nozzle to be up. Here you go. So now it's layered on top. So let's find that. And notice we could just probably just punch that back there and that'll be okay. So that's laid on top and it should be okay. If those are different colors, it'd be a little bit easier to see what's wrong, but yeah. Okay. What else I want to do? I want to add the coat. What do I want to do with that? Should it be short sleeve, long sleeve? What do I want to do with that? This extra has gloves, purple gloves. And a long sleeve shirt. Okay. Fine. Should we do it? Obviously we don't have the rest of her to really see if there's anything wrong, so we, okay. Okay. I'm okay with like doing like half of this stuff. It's like, whatever, well, let's do it anyway. Okay. So about my cone, get two colors. Don't be weird half color blue. Does that would be white. And then what's the what's the shadow color would be? Something like that. Okay. So probably want to change, actually let's find this color. Is that, well, that'll change everything though. Yeah, okay. So, to change this bit, that's gonna be tricky. Interesting. Well, let's just go with this then and just color it to be the white. Let's actually make it white. But also we need to make it dark. It's about there. Try to be more purpley. Like it's still dark. That'll do. Okay. Okay. Hello. Hi, Ed and you. Thank you. Hello. So what I'll do is, now that's colored, but that's not. So I need to find. Oop, click on this. Where'd it go? I want the next shadow. So this Twilight scale. Let's get rid of the color scale because I don't need that. Let's go here and just color it to be this, but darker. Find out what layer is on. See if that works. That should be it. It needs to be darker. No, that should be good. Was the scale important? Maybe. Or I could just add a brightness onto it. Brightness, contrast. Maybe underneath it. And then we say -50. It's not showing up is the weird question. Is it because it needs to be the right color? But anyway, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway or care about it unless I brought it up, so yeah. Alright. If we have time, I'll have to debug and figure out why that didn't work. Let's see. Oh, and your glasses needs to be on. Multiple frames would be good too. Where are they? Okay. Let's move these back. And that it should be here. Along for the ride. Yay. Okay. Nose moves. Why nose moves? Nose moves back. Nose new nose news no move no more. Okay. Let's find arm. Here's leg. Okay. So yeah, this is what I mean. Like if we have to do like the Rainbow Dash one where like every other one had to be fixed, is like, yeah, you see what you mean. This takes a bit to recolor this, find a new color for more purpley, more this kind of purple. Yeah. Oh, I'm recoloring the other one. Actually need a new color. And make this one that purple. It's about there-ish. Kind of dark. Boop. I feel like it should be less saturated. There you go. Okay. That'll do. Okay. Other one. Same thing. Boop. Boop. And let's have another one. This is a little bit lighter. Boop. There you go. Haha. There we go. Okay. So that already took like a half hour, so you can imagine trying to do way more complicated stuff will be a lot more tricky. Okay. So now let's bring back the background so I feel confident in what I just did. Okay. Let's kind of play it to see if there's anything that sticks out to us, or else we need to fix, or things we need to solve. Let's see. Okay. How we doing? Welcome. There's only 6. That's still more than a crowd, so thank you. Thank you guys for joining, because I know there's way more interesting things I'm sure it is going on, so thanks for joining me. There was something I wanted to do. I just wanted to make Twilight and Fluttershy scaled smaller, or I could make the house door larger, and I'm not sure. I could just make the whole house larger. It's not animate mode. Just want to make it slightly larger. I can still put it up there. And so this. Woohoo. Thankfully with this style, it doesn't matter to be perfectly aligned stuff. If you know what I mean. It's like, everything's sort of aligned. No move mode. Probably just punch it up. Or I could just put this at the bottom and then I can raise it up. Ding dong. Oops, that kind of moves. Why does that move? There's a key here. No key. Oh, maybe I need that key. I'll get rid of this one. And then the door itself needs to be moved. Where's the door? Whoops, added the dot. Gimme. Gimme. Else. Just needs to be moved over each frame, which there aren't too many, so not too worried about that. There's one. There we go. Okay. I see it needs to be a little bit. How we doing? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I'm just starting to see if anything explodes, and yes, cool. Things do explode. Twilight's not there. That's because the 3D transformation of the door actually is wrong. If I do this, that's bad. So let's hopefully find the Z-axis for this. So it's 16,000%. No, just a decimal. And let's see. This is just 0. So that's 12, so it should be in front. That's interesting. So I needed that peg. I will need to just move this back. Boop. Just a half a smidge. There we go. And hopefully no one will notice when it pops. Okay, cool. No pop. Awesome. Okay. My learning Japanese, yeah. I haven't been learning new things too much, but I've just been practicing like in Duolingo, the app. I've just been doing the same course over and over. So, yeah. Kind of fell out of it, so, but I'm still, you know, if I want to learn something, then definitely I'll be okay with that. Yeah, I kind of fell out of Crunchyroll a while ago, so that's a big factor. I haven't done much. So this will be the, let's call it TS Master Peg. This will be easier, hopefully, than just having to move them all. Okay, so in Fluttershy, bats. Let's go here. And it's fine. Did this. Let's see. That's true. Thanks. Probably should hold something. My daily counter, my whatever it is when you do things for every day, is about over 500 days. So there's that, but I haven't really been. There's like, I don't know how many lessons, but I've only done like the first few chapters. So yeah, I feel fairly confident. If I had to take a test right now for like hiragana and katakana, I would probably get like 80 to 90%. I know there's like several, maybe like 100 at least of all those. So there's still some that's like I still don't understand, or like don't have a mnemonic, or it's like the mnemonic is like oh, this is the one I don't know. You know what I mean? So, for stuff like that, it's like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. There's that toothbrushing app game, Pokemon Smile. I've set that to be Japanese text, so I've used that to learn the Japanese names for all the Pokemon. So I feel really cool doing that. That's like actually like a nice teaching tool, because every day, you know, you can learn a couple Pokemon's names, or like you can just read the katakana and then learn either mythology and other stuff. So it's more, well, real world kind of stuff, you know, more than, you know, whatever they teach in Duolingo. So, which isn't bad. It's just like, I don't know. Is this it? That's the master. Let's see. There's that. Where's the other one? I should find this one. No? And then click it. Oh, that's it. I want this. There it is. Okay. Oh boy. So yeah, I feel pretty confident being able to read Pokemon names, just because it's like basic katakana. For a lot of it, they don't really add, you know, any kanji into it for no reason, and it's just basic katakana. So it's fun to like read and go, oh look, half of them are literally just using certain words or English words. So it's like, oh look, it's just the English word for this, and it makes sense with what the Pokemon name is. So that's been fun. Boy. It's the smear frame. You gotta smooth, stretch it out. Oh boy. Congrats on 28K subscribers. Yay! Thank you. I think I got that like maybe a year or more ago. It's slowly been dipping, so if your friends don't know about me, or if you think they're not subscribed, go ahead and, you know, recommend me. Yeah. As it's been slowly been dwindling away. There we go, just made that arm a little smoother. I'm just going in and seeing like there's anything I can fix. Well, that's another smear frame here. I think we figured most of these things out from the last time, so I'm not gonna worry about too much of this. Frame with Ash. She's pretty good. Just this frame. But I think that's, yeah, it's just gotta be like that. Okay. 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 Oh boy. All the MLP characters. And we had Derpy, so we can definitely see, like, from that example, that they are willing to change the designs for the Pony Lab series. Yeah, they could change their main hairstyle a little bit. Yeah, boy. Oh boy. Let's see. It looks like the author's animation would not be if G4. 5 even if Yoshi got sick. I especially like his old works. Thank you. Well, if you like my old works, hopefully you like my Derpy movie, because that's being developed to be more paper Derpy style, which I've done like years ago. So hopefully that's satisfying. I'm gonna do a Oop. So instead of just snapping into the next place, it's kind of going, oh, kind of a thing. Kind of rotating maybe. So I go, oh. Just adds a little bit more. Let's see. That's fair. Not interested in LP. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Exactly. I mean, though, there are people who have a very, very distinct style for what they do. Like, Worth It Kids, you know? It's like when you see an animation, or like even just still, it's like, oh, that's a Worth It Kids cartoon. So, there's people who, like, can develop, like, a specific style, and it's like, people didn't recognize it because of that. So, it kind of goes about both ways. But I feel like, yeah, to become, quote, better artists is to try different styles, but nothing's really saying, like, oh, man, you best change your whatever to have a better audience or whatever. Yeah, right. I get what you're going for, though. That's like, it could be better in some cases to try it out, but I mean, you don't need to. It's, or like, because people then sort of see it, they watch the cartoons because it has a certain style to it, or they know what to expect then as well, you know. If I suddenly did a Worth It Kids style animation, then they may say, like, commenters might say, like, oh, just ripping it off, or like, stop ripping off the style. And it's like, well, am I? I'm just, you know, I was experimenting, I was playing around with it, so, yeah. You never know. Hey, Star. So we did. He's going good. We do have some Russian people. I think they said something in Russian once, but I think nothing's been super extreme, if anything. So yeah, thanks for coming in. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just keep going with Rainbow Dash because we have her. We could do like a tongue action, maybe. That'd be fun. Is it worth it? I don't know. We could have another... Let's go drawing. Find it. I got this mouth. We could have one where like the tongue is in a different position and then it can like wiggle back and forth. That'll extreme it even further. Should we do it? Let's do it. We got time. Let's do it. Yeah! It's not my shelves. Oh boy. With the actual PL show Botter animating song, I don't know. They do more... I don't know. They do at times where it seems like they're just using the puppets, but also making things much more frame by frame style. But I feel like the point of life style is to have exaggerated faces and smears and stuff. So I feel like it'll just be like a nope, don't do that. Click this button. So now I got two mouths. So I can go back and forth. But one of them is the same, so let's change that. And find out where it is. There's tongue. So I just gotta be like a dentist. Oh, I got the little like triangle thing, like a dentist thing. So this will be our exaggerated tongue. I feel like it's going the wrong way though. Yeah. Should be going this way. Right? Let's just have this one and then I can just make this go back and shorter. And then the other one will seem larger. Yeah, that'll work then. Okay. That'll work. Let's see. And don't make it too... But, okay, don't make it point to the inside of her mouth. Yeah, okay. That fixed that, I think. This was flipped, apparently. So, yeah. Which isn't... horrible thing, but yeah, it's probably less not geometrically accurate and anatomically accurate to not do that. But yeah, I feel like I myself don't really have a style. It's just like I kind of copy everyone else's at a point. So I feel like my own style is just whatever you see me try to. It's my own take of whatever however I just happen to draw it. You know, it's not like whoops. I could draw these super accurately. Should be on ones. Can't really see it anyway. So yeah, my style is, if I copy things, is just gonna be however I draw it. Like, it's not gonna be one-to-one. Whatever I do. So I'm just going, ah! Let's make it on twos! Okay, bop. 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 Can't really see. Everything's blue. Bop. Bop. Am I even doing it? What was I even? Whoa, it just freaked out. Let's get rid of that. Start over. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Maybe we're at 3 frames. Maybe that'll do. Wow. Or maybe I didn't even do it in keyframes when I did that, so that was fun. Oh, Doom Boom, why do you do this? Why really do you do this? I have no idea. But sometimes it doesn't add a keyframe. Cool. Okay. How about now? Now what do? I don't know. It's a little bit. Yeah. Whatever. I'll go with it. Okay. Let's do Fluttershy. I don't think there's much to do first. That should be hopefully quick. Okay. Chicken appears here. Okay. That's not Fluttershy. I feel like I can do eyebrows with this. Let's see. I want to do... move over. These can go... Fine. Fine. These can go down. Just a smidge. And then they go up. A smidge. And then I'm going to find the first frame and then put it here. Or not. What even happened? Well, that's weird. I feel like it's slow, but you can kind of see like what I'm trying to go for. Seemed like there was no keyframe here. Oh, now it's big. Unless I'm not doing the right thing. Should be. What is this? Should be brow. And that should be it. Why are keyframes under layers? Let's get rid of these then. These don't do anything. You especially don't do anything. Why are there different things here? Okay. Clean it out. Okay. And then add a keyframe here. Add a keyframe here. Let's work smarter now. Okay. Let's go here and bring it down. Up. 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 It's so minimal, but it's like it's what I like to do. Other eyebrow. Show me brow. Okay. Again, it's got way too many keyframes for doing not much. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of all these. Let's keyframe that. Find about here. Find about here. Okay. Some people would call this like, well, I guess I was gonna say like if this is straight ahead or pose to pose or key to key. I mean, what I'm sort of doing is a little bit of both. So it's hard to explain, or like trying to think about it now. So what I was trying to do was that, oh yeah, they're right next to each other. Because I found the two keys that I needed to do, and then that's it. It's straight ahead to the, between the two keyframes. So anyway, so now when she blinks, her eyebrows kind of move. So that's fun. Let's see. Yeah. You always do keyframes first and then fill in betweens. Exactly. Most animators would say that. So that's good. You're part of that team. Let's see. It's also more of a traditional animator, so it'd be different for you. Exactly. I know I watched a bunch of videos of like how traditional animators kind of do the paper flipping, where they have to do a certain order to their pages when they draw or like when they animate. Is like, oh yes, of course I put 3 and then 5 and then 2. So I can see what happened before and after and what I'm drawing on now. It's like, okay. Like, it just got super confusing of, like, what they're doing. What it all means. Because obviously with this, I could just keep scrolling back and forth and over and over and over. It'll always be on a linear timeline, so I guess that's good and bad in that sense, that you can't really... If I wanted to see frame 50 on my 120 right now, is like, I maybe not. I can't just grab that other piece of paper that's gotta be frame 50 at that point. You know, so... And then you can't really see, with traditional, you can't see everything in motion. They're like, actually have it, preview it immediately, you know, like this, so, yeah. There's goods and bads with everything here. Find door. Okay. I'm filling this gap here. With this, with this, with this. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's the holiday pumpkin. Great pumpkin. Okay. I think everything's at least working. Let me just check. That line is a nice line. Thank you, line. Okay. Boo boo. Boo doo boo doo. Doo 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 doo. There you go. I think Twilight's pretty good. I don't know what else I want to add to her. Let's see. Bop, 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 bop. Let's have her head be a little bit higher. Let's find it. And it only like comes down a little bit later. Ha. Okay. I don't think there's any. Here's a deformer. Deformers in disguise. Okay. Are there any keyframes on the hair? No. Oh, we can do that. That'll be quick. Let's see. How we doing? Lack of an instant preview is the hardest hurdle for going back to paper traditional. It's not one too. Exactly. Okay. So now I got this armature sort of style thing that you can kind of see here. So the trick is to kind of keep it relatively about the same place or the same scale as it kind of bounces around. So I'm going to use this red line here because I know that that's where it was before, so I'm going to be really careful to make sure that that doesn't get too far off, you know. But this could be our downest point. And then it can kind of bounce up, back into place. Let's see. So I'm just watching this now to see about where I want this to all be. Okay. How's that? It's not a smooth bounce, so let's figure that out. I feel like this should still be up, 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 down, 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 up, up, up. It's not smooth from here to here, so I have to have this one to be in between and this one to be a little bit less. Aha. 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 So that's a little bit more bouncy. So instead of having to, I guess you could draw it on every frame and try to figure out what the position of every angle of this hair would be. Or, you know, I could just kind of get this and kind of jello this hair around for this former. Okay. I think it's like either today or yesterday I made a keyboard shortcut for show deformer. So, really glad I did that because that makes this really simple to find these now. So I can kind of just go and see where these other ones would be. Probably just want to do one at a time. Okay. Then kind of go up and then curve it. Kind of go up and curve it. Find about where that was. And then have it. Kind of just figure this all out. Okay, so just kind of for each frame here, between here, just have it start to do that. Okay. I don't think Pony Life does this exact sort of animation, but at least to me it makes it a little bit easier to quickly animate these sort of things. So that's most of the reason why I'm doing it this way. I think if they are using Flash or an equivalent to it with the real Pony Life show, then they would be probably hand animating this in a way that they might, I don't know, instead of having these fun woohoo kind of stuff, it can just be transformed in a way that, you know, with the regular boundary boxes kind of a way, sort of method, so you can't really get these, you know, this is what I mean. It's like, yeah, it doesn't make you a better artist by doing a Toon Boom, but you get these cool extra features that definitely do help in this sense. So, you know. And maybe just quickly that was that some hair bounce that isn't too bad looking. Yep. So there you go. And we're on time. Look at that. See how that works? Alright. Oh boy. And we're on time. Awesome. Might be some small things I might do later on. Like after the stream I might go over it with a little finer tooth comb or something to see if there's anything else, but I think that should be the majority of what I was thinking. And we got the costumes in. So that was a huge thing to get that going. So yeah, great. Thank you guys. You guys were great. I mean, you guys chose out the story, so yeah, gotta be super thankful for that. I don't know if I would have came up with either like even the first version where we had the first room with Ash visiting Twilight. So if I didn't have you guys, I probably wouldn't have made that one. So this one definitely wouldn't have been made either. But yeah, let's go to Toy Slam as we're at that time. So thank you, Round Jack, for letting me know. Boop, Toy Slam, yay! Okay. And I'll get this full screen like that, and we'll just loop it. And I'm sure if things are a little bit janky, even here, then we'll have to fix that. Smudder time. So right now, I'm just gonna hang back, drink some juice. We got some pineapple juice. It's probably out of season, but I have pineapple juice. Here I go. Mmm. Ah. It's a spot. All right. Whew. All right. How we doing? Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys again for all of your help and definitely a lot of your support for all this. I know that I sort of do the bulk of the work, but yeah, this is definitely good collaboration, and I'm very, very thankful. In time for holidays, yay! Exactly. I can do emotion sound, even though there's no like happy one. So, yay! Exactly. Now we can have a Halloween. Yay! Oh, that's fantastic. I'm loving, like, every time that I do like an update to like these animations, I always like really look into like those things that I just finished. So now I'm just only looking at to see like how Rainbow Dash's tongue moves a little bit. Like that's the only thing I see now. Just watching it is like her tongue going la la la. This is great. Yeah, this is really fun. Oh boy, let's see. Finishing watermelon, awesome. Yeah, let's see. So I guess yeah, next time. I guess if we finish this, I'll look through it just to see if there's any, like, weird half frames or wrong. Anything else I can see. And then I'll upload this to DeviantArt. Which will be weird because it'll now be mixed in full of the Inktober stuff. So, if you haven't seen my, segue. If you haven't seen my Inktober stuff, head on down to my, to the description. And there should be a link to my, DeviantArt channel profile profile. Yeah, so I post all my Inktober stuff for this year, and that's been really fun. It's sort of hit and miss whether the prompt is fun or something something I can relate to with it. So some of them I just kind of do them, yeah, admittedly kind of quick, so yeah, they're not all super work pieces of art. Something I wouldn't frame up on my wall or fridge every day. Some of them I'm just gonna draw this and whatever me don't fit. Honestly, yeah, so yeah, you can still enjoy them. Yeah, but so far it's been really fun. It's definitely taking me way out of my comfort zone to like actually sit down with a piece of paper. It is weird. Yeah, as you are more limited to just, do you have a green pen? If not, how are you gonna draw the green dinosaur? You can't. So, yeah, with digital you have three-dimensional colors to work with. That is true. You do have three-dimensional colors to play with. So, the spectrum of colors for digital art is in a weird spectrum that does exist in the 3 dimensions. So, look that up, because that's fun. Hello. How you doing? Yeah. So yeah, it's been really fun to like draw all those. They've been really fun to draw like Inktober drawings. And we're almost done, so yay! um, yeah, I've been doing it for like 3 or maybe years. And it's been really fun each time. I feel like I've got more loose with it, while also trying to do a good product as well. So that's been tricky, to try and still, you know, get something good, but also have less of a weight on me to try and do it, you know, perfectly, draw all the lines perfectly nice. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of just eventually just kind of rolls around to like if my markers are good. So I know like way long ago, like in the first week, I think it was sword or saber or something. And I drew the master sword, and I was gonna use a highlighter or some pen to draw like a vertical line or a straight line to get a straight line. But I guess I was using the ruler also for like a black mark pen, just regular pen. I don't know. And it smeared or like had the when I used the yellow line, it smeared and actually got some black on it. So it's like, oh, that's great. I spent so much time on trying to draw it. It's like I can only really can't undo it. So yeah. So that eventually just led me into like I'm just gonna use colored pencils. Because colored pencils are a little bit easier to manage than trying to deal with the ink, which I'm using the pen for the Inktober, but I'm able to use other materials like colored pencils. So yeah, I've been having a lot more fun with colored pencils anyway. So yeah, let's see. Exactly, you get to used to how the luxuries of like digital is. That's like, oh yeah, even if it's just drawing, you can't. If you mark something down with a pen, it's like you'd have to get like a whiteout or like use an eraser and you have to scribble it really hard, like get all the eraser lines out. So yeah, it's drawing is like one of those like very like entry level, you know, kind of things. That's like, yeah, I just literally just find your printer paper and it's literally a pencil, and you're good to go. But yeah, but it's also the most, technology-wise with digital, it's also the most gatekeeping sort of things where it's like, oh, you don't have a $2,000 tablet and $2,000 software to make animation. What do you think you're doing? Haha, you can't do this. You know? So, yeah. It's got the art probably has the most widest, like, level of entry to professional that I can think of. It's like, yeah, with the amount of stuff and, you know, stuff we need to do, I guess even like doctors, you know, if you think of like how you gotta get at doctor stuff, it's like you're always like studying and learning stuff. You're not really, there's no like base level doctor. I guess, or even like a cook, you know, you just keep learning stuff, but you're still like, to make a cake, you don't need like the premium flour. But with this and Fanimation, it's like you need the premium version of Toon to be able to do this node system and extra layers and all this other extra stuff, that to be able to do certain things, you gotta pay up. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Exactly. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Just don't rush into making it your job because it might kill your love for it. They haven't got to that point yet, but I feel like the content I've made is always fun. It's never really, you know, it's never too heavy. Like I haven't really done, you know, one of those college like final thesis animations where it's always like one super heavy I'm gonna talk about this, you know, it's like some super heavy like topic, and it's like I'm not gonna, you know, feel like I need to delve into stuff like that. Then all my projects have been really lighthearted in a way, so that made the stuff like that really easy. Even if Midnight Mares, like it seems like, ooh, Midnight Mares, you know, it seems like it's a dark, spooky, scary, woo kind of a thing, but It's got a lot of like lighthearted jokes in it. It feels like an '80s kind of cheesy cartoon. So it's been really fun to like kind of develop it and work with directors and storyboarders at this point to um, keep working on it. So yeah, I feel like it's just an extension of my hobby rather than being a day-to-day job. Like, oh, I had to wake up and start working on this. So yeah. uh, yeah. Gotta get that premium flour, you know. Gotta get it with the. I don't even know how we can not. You know, I can't even think of what that would even be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, as the details of it. Exactly. That'd be more of a technical drawing. I think that's what they call it. Um, where if you get really good at that, that's a very important job to do. Is to make those technical drawings. You can look that up, where it's basically just making diagrams and schematics and whatever it would actually kind of look like in real life, but just as a drawing. You know, if that makes sense. That it's like you can have your washing machine exactly how it would look with every single detail, but just as a drawing, like a realistic drawing. Because that'd be good for getting prototypes and you know what I mean, to get more extra things and good. Yeah. Like life drawing, I would say they're in the same umbrella in a sense, like realism drawing. But I think technical drawing is its own sort of subset thing. In terms of that's like you get paid to do like an architecture kind of thing, where instead of drawing a house, you draw a gizmo sort of thing. Yeah. Is it draw from a real life reference? I don't know. Maybe just get you get that photo memory, then you can just draw it. Exactly. I don't know. I feel like I always have to reference something. Every time like I reference something, it always looks better anyway. So I always encourage it. But obviously, if you literally put your drawing underneath it and you got a paper and then you just drew over it, that's tracing. If you do that in digital or traditional, they're both bad. I can admit that I did it like 5 years ago, and a lot of my backgrounds were traced. But look at me now. I made all of this, and there's no tracing, so that felt really good. Yeah. They just kind of get good. And like all those like how to draw books, where to draw a character or something, you start with the circle, and then you draw another circle, and then you erase half of that other circle, and then you got the rest of the character, So, all those general drawing stuff. Yeah. When you start out, exactly. That's probably what I should sort of say, but it becomes like a habit, in a sense that I eventually did get into that habit where, if I needed a new background, I would just find it in Pony and then trace over it like it was nothing. So, eventually, felt bad for doing that. So, eventually just stopped doing that. Yeah. Actually, it's a little bit easier with the 3D backgrounds than I'm doing at the Derpy movie. Because the Derpy movie, that's, just an extension of Pony stuff with their backgrounds. So, I'm slowly drifting away from just Ponyville backgrounds, and then now I'm going somewhere else. So, for spoilers of that, but you can probably tell from the first chapter that's pretty much where they're going to go, is the other place. So, I plan for that to be unique background. So, that'll be good. Yeah. But yeah, to start out, yeah, and that's totally okay. And especially just using it as reference is awesome, So, go for it. Yeah. Let's see. Uh-huh. You memorize it or look it online and drawing it. From drawing, looking at it. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Still life is like that, where you kind of just have literally just the fruit bowl is the example usually, and then you just sit in front of it and then you just draw what you see. So if you do that with a computer, you kind of, in a sense, lose true form, you know? Like, you're only able to draw what you see. You're not able to kind of sit back and go, I'm gonna look at my bowl of fruit and go, what's over there? And kind of see it from a different angle, you know? So, there's that. Not to knock you for that, but it's just like, it's... Obviously, if you don't have that dishwasher or something, then that becomes way harder. So, I totally understand with that. But, in a sense, if possible, you know, to have something real in front of you. Or at least with my with Midnightmares, I got some of the figurines, little plasticine sort of whatever, really fragile figurines. So I got the two main characters of Nightfall and Daybreak. Oh yeah. So I have them on my desk right now. So I'm able to look at that. So when I go to like look at layouts for storyboards, I'm able to see, is her hair in the right place? Do we need to change the angle of this composition to, you know, fit with where her mane would go over her eye? So for this angle, we wouldn't be able to see her eye because her hair would be in the way. So stuff like that happened a lot. So I probably wouldn't be able to figure that out if I didn't have a model sheet or a figure that I can just rotate and figure it out and try to play around fit. You know, it's like how people play with Legos. You know, I think even like Hideo Kojima was famous for like making Lego maps for like Metal Gear Solid. It's like, well, I want this little hallway in this corridor here. So he built in the Legos to see, put a tiny little camera in it and see like what would it look like, you know, before previs kind of a thing. So, yeah. Let's see. Electrobot art. Yeah, I did have like an idea to have a cartoon with Derpy taking an art class, and then, of course, the joke is that she draws really, really good, and everyone else at the class is really bad, or they're decent, but it's like not as perfectly perfect as Derpy can draw it. So I never really got around to it, and just like felt like it was either too forced, or I definitely told that joke 100 times with her. Yeah, it's like, I don't know what unique spin I can put on even that. So it's like, I don't know. But I had that idea. Yeah. Let's see. What you got? Usually make it in 3D, but I already know what the size of most washing machines look like. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. 3D is also really good. But that's awfully, it's becoming less of a, entry point, in gatekeeping, where, only cool people can join, you know, with 3D stuff, especially like 40 years ago. Obviously 40 years ago, that would only been like, movie making studios wouldn't be able to do that. But now it's literally, I can do it in, you know, I can open up Blender and start making whole things and incorporating my 2D animations and make a movie out of it. So, yeah, so 3D is definitely a very good option. It's real easy to figure out how form works, how the dimensions and stuff works. Especially you can make things, quote, you know, real world scale inside of 3D, so that makes it really cool too. Is SketchUp, is Google SketchUp like the one where it had like the architecture making 3D? Is that still available, or is it one of those that's like, oh, no one used it in a week, so we're gonna disable it? Yeah. I remember using that, but I had like a really bad laptop with a really, really bad, what is it, GPU, whatever, that I wasn't able to handle 3D rendering of that. Even like Google Earth was like really bad on it. That was only like 15 years ago too. Yeah. Used SketchUp once. Yeah, it's obviously not something everyone needs, in a sense. Yeah, let me check. I'm sure it is. Let's see. Do you have to download it? What does this work? Try it SketchUp? What is this? Yeah, it looks the same. I'm on the website. Yeah, it's got like the Portal 2, like, you know, where you have to create a map. Kind of design aesthetic to it. Ooh, I got the Microsoft HoloLens or something on it. That's so dumb. It's a cool idea, but it's like, would you really want to have like virtual reality where your SketchUp stuff? Oh boy. Apparently it seems to be a thing. I couldn't see like if it was just like an EXE or not. Maybe SketchUp is it? Nope, sites.google. Is this the same? Oh, now it's VR software? What's going on? Super easy process. 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Download at sketchup.download.com. SketchUp try? Oh, I hate seeing try in one of these things. Today's your lucky day. Start your free 30-day trial for SketchUp. Why am I even... I was in the Google site. And they wanted me to go to SketchUp, and now I'm in Trimble.com, and I just wanted me to try it. Cool. Alright. It's maybe not. Great. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, let me close it. Oh jeez, I gotta close tabs. Okay, thank you. There we go. They're closed. Oh jeez. I wanted like a home email and everything. Or like it just wanted that. But you know, when you sign up for your email and there's a try 30, they're gonna get you. They won't let you in unless you pay for the, or at least import your credit card number, and then they, on day 31, they automatically, you know, zap some money out. Oh boy. Drawing looks good, better. Drawing does look much better when you add shadings most of the time. Exactly. It depends on the aesthetic for when you want to add shading onto it. Obviously, if only half the objects have shading, then that'll seem weird. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely just play in 3D to figure out, like, lighting stuff. I know, like, in 3rd or 4th grade, I got really into, like, trying to get the sphere where you get a ball and you try to shade it, where you got, like, 1-point lighting. Like, if the moon here is, like, a spotlight is going on it, and then you try to figure out, like, where the shadows would be. So, got really into that, and I don't think I ever really got it, but, get really into that. So, I haven't really been doing too much shading, especially with cartoon stuff. It's like, I don't know. You kind of lose some appeal. You might dig into some of the silhouette as well, if you're not careful. You start to lose some. You see more form, but it just feels weird. Especially not really applied correctly, especially on 2D characters. And if you're just trying to add shading onto a cartoon, it really depends on what you're going for. I know Minty Root is getting better with each project to like add more integrations of the fake lighting on the 2D characters, where Minty is adding in After Effects, like separately from a 3D software, you know. Like, if Minty is rendering a 3D 2D shot, where the 3D background and 2D character, then Minty will add the shading and lighting into a separate matte on top of the 2D character. So it's like, but wouldn't you have better lighting in a sense if you just put, you know, a dummy object, a dummy 3D object in the 3D scene and then see how that looks? And then you can let your character that way. So not to be like super realistic, but I guess in a sense that creates more higher, aesthetic to make it look artistically good rather than being realistically whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I'm drinking some water. Alright, I got juice. Pineapple juice. Here we go. And then we'll wrap up soon. Uncanny? A little bit. It depends, yeah, exactly. If the... Yeah. All those hyper-realistic where you just take a cartoon character but it just has every single pore and hair is in single strands. And it's just like, that's weird. That's uncanny. Usually when I do, I'm putting real life pictures on my laptop. Okay. Half of the time adding shadows to make it look better, and other times it doesn't. Exactly. Because it really does matter on the actual lighting in the picture. Depends on exactly what time of day. What can determine if a shading works or not is just based on the lighting, how many lights, angle of lights, color lights, distance of lights, scale, brightness, time of day, is it nighttime, is it daytime, afternoon. All those can factor into whether what the surrounding light would do to the rest of the environment, So if you only factor like a couple of those or like do the opposite of what it would be in real life, then it might seem awkward in that kind of a case, is what I'm guessing. Obviously, if you're in a cave and if you're lighting it in a sense that would make sense for an afternoon daytime, then it's like it might not work, You might not realize that you're using a sort of shading style that doesn't account for the lighting direction and angle and brightness and everything. So there'll be stuff like that you always have to factor in. So with this particular, as an example, I chose to recolor the characters to be a darker purple shade. So like I tinted them to be darker in a sense because it's nighttime. While not blowing them out to be completely dark, but it just has this more aesthetically pleasing, everything's kind of purple because the sky is more purple now. So everything still feels in a sense that they all kind of feel in the same place. Like if I didn't change the colors, it would feel really weird, and I could probably just do that real quick if I want to. So I could probably just do this. If I get Rainbow Dash, and then if I just say I want Rainbow Dash, that's actually the good one. Is that the clone? If I just put this on top, does that change it? No, that's right, Sparkle. Hang on. What am I doing? Here's Rainbow Dash clone, Rainbow Dash. Okay. So we can see like what color she is here, because it's the eyeball is kind of this weird not white. But if I bring this up, this is what she originally looked like. So this is what I made, like in a sense, if lighting doesn't work, if just adding a whole bunch of shading, you can't polish something that doesn't work in the beginning with. So if this doesn't exactly work, and if you just add two-tone and perfect shading with the moon is lighting and backlighting and perfect angles and stuff, but it's like there's also the other factor that's like you need to make sure that they actually fit inside of the scene first as well. So if you're working with 2D stuff and especially real life stuff that you're saying with photoshopping and stuff, it's like I would also say like make sure that the tinting also is a factor. So let's see if I can just bring that back and go whoop, and then it's like, oh, because it is color is tinted to be more purple and darker, it fits slightly better. There we go. And we're doing some more. My throat's gonna go out, so I'll have to wrap it up really quickly. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Use Microsoft Paint 3D. Okay. And sometimes it's pain to do shadows. I have to use mouse. Okay. Yeah, that's that boundary of entry or whatever. Where if you use better softwares and better stuff, then objectively, then your stuff can look better. But it'll still be up to your talents and exactly your practice and skills and stuff. If you just go back and do the same drawing over and over again, eventually you'll get better at it. It's either like 100,000 or like 10,000 drawings you have to do before you get, you know, your professional artist medal. I think it's by Chuck Jones who said that. So yeah, just keep drawing. Sorry. You have 10 drawings. What is it? They just have thousands. Okay. I thought it was a bigger number. Every artist has thousands of bad drawings in them, and the only way to get rid of them is to draw them out. There you go. It says by Chuck Jones. There you go. So even like matter review, it does to a sense that if you get better whatever's the softwares and technologies in, you'll get better results in some sense, but you still need to just practice. It's basically at the end of the day. So I've been practicing for about 6 years with just real animation work and all my life of drawing. So, you know, it's kind of just that kind of helps, you know. That's a good backbone. Do I have a mechanical keyboard? I guess I do. It's just really clicky. It came with the computer, so the computer is iBuyPower. I guess that's the company that makes it or whatever. So I got a nice big computer laptop. Anyway, yeah, I gotta get going. My throat's freaking me out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah, I'll scrub through this, just make sure that there's any half frames that are weird, and then I'll post this as DeviantArt, and then we'll be good. Excuse me. And then on Thursday, I guess I'll still plan for doing the drawing your suggestions when you suggest like a spooky, scary Halloween, whatever monster scary thing, and then I can draw them in my style, which will be cute. Because rarely have that sort of a talent to see if I can flex those chibi muscles. I think that'll be fun to have a cute Halloween. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and start thinking now of like really scary sort of things, and then I can see what I can do. So yeah, alrighty. I think that's it. So, thank you again for coming. Let me just wave goodbye. Okay, thank you. Yay! I'll have the Derpy movie done and then upload it when it's ready. So, yeah. Instead of saying in a couple days, it's when it's done. Yeah. Okay. I can't keep waving. So imagine I'm still waving. I'll have to figure out how to do that. So yeah, thank you.